Welcome to the semifinals. You're looking at Mill River. They're in the white uniforms. The #1 seed taking on the Cinderella in the tournament, the Stowe Raiders. Stowe looking to keep that underdog role going in their favor here as they've knocked off two teams seeded higher than one of them, being Oxbow, was 10 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties. And they've also beaten Randolph, who was the higher seed. So they've taken out 2 teams on the road, and they're looking to take out the big one, the #1 and undefeated Mill River Minutemen. Minutemen looking to get to the finals with a win today. They come in with 16 wins, no losses. Mackenzie Mooney in net for Mill River, a senior goalie on her. This will be her last game on her home field, no matter the outcome today. And her opponent will be in net. Will be Hannah McNulty. Will be her goalie for Stowe. As again, the dark green uniforms will be Stowe and Mill River in their home whites. And 40 minutes each half. A couple 10-minute overtime periods if you need it. Golden goal will be the rule. And if still tied at the end of that, you'll go to the penalty kicks, the shootout. And Mill River getting here by defeating Thetford 5-0, and then struggling in the second half against Enosburg Falls, but holding on to win it 1-0. We'll have a throw by Stowe. I'll go through the rosters probably more at halftime and let you know who's who, but that's going to be Bagley. She'll get the ball off to Kachupi, and Stowe has done it with a real diligent, disciplined defense. They don't really have a lot of flash on offense, but they do it by playing real stingy defense. They'll clog up the middle of that field and make you grind out every inch you get turf-wise. First goal, huge as always. Saw that yesterday in the Proctor Black River Boys semifinal action, won by Black River 2-0. That game's changing moment came early in the second half when a handball was called on Mill River. They were in the inside the box, and the penalty kick came up, and just never recovered after the score on the penalty kick by Black River. Play like the higher seed, attack, attack, attack. I thought that was not a mistake, but an interesting decision by Coach Chadburn in the Enosburg game. He had outshot his opponent 10 shots to 1 and outcornered him in the first half, and chose to pull Rebecca Day back into the defensive position. And I think that kind of really, in my opinion, let Enosburg back into that ball game and let them have a lot of scoring chances, because in that game, to me, Mill River's best defense was their offense, keeping the ball down in the offensive end. And there's a kick from Amanda Lee, the junior sweeper. Not a lot of seniors on Mill River, and only one senior on Stowe's squad, so these two teams could be seeing a lot of each other in the future in the playoffs. And you can see Osborne trying to get there and putting pressure on the defense. They're just trying to kick it side out and getting them to make the save, and that will go through the inline. And I'm waiting for the call, but we have the game's first corner. Randy Dewey says we will, and again, you couldn't get better weather conditions considering we're in November. Game time temperature was 48, and you can see the flag very limp on that side. The breeze right now won't be a factor. Osmer has just been unbelievably good at serving up these corners. Her favorite target has been Chelsea Bagley. Bagley will come in from the top of the 18 and try to mark up, and boy, that's in a great spot, and it's a goal, and it's Bagley! Right on cue. It's going to be Osborne to Bagley, and it's going to be 1-0 Mill River. Chelsea Bagley starts off just outside the 18 and then comes in unmarked, and it's worked all season long. That's her 5th goal off from the corner kick by Osmer. And we've got a Mill River lead 1-0. My philosophy, and I watch a lot of Mill River soccer, put the pedal to the metal. You don't score enough goals to be safe ever. Keep pumping them in and let your offense be your defense. And it's going to be 1-0 Mill River. That taking place inside the first 3.5 minutes of the contest. And again, it was Osmer on the corner kick to Bagley. Came in exactly the way I've watched it all season long, and nobody has gone to PEGTV.com and clicked video on demand to scout out these Mill River squads, because they've had every one of their games, as usual, on Munger Vision on PEGTV Channel 15. There's Day. And they're looking for a date with destiny. Both these teams are, like I said, the underdog, the Cinderella team. Stowe coming in after 2 big road wins against higher-seeded opponents. Mill River undefeated, looking to finish off a perfect season with a trip to the title game. And it should just be a goal kick, I believe, and that's what we're going to have. And they're going to take it to the far side of the box as they get lined up here. It's Jordan Leach, number 7. She'll take the kick here to start things off for Stowe. So the Raiders in the green uniforms looking to get on track. And again, I really do believe, play like the higher seed, do what you've done all season long, don't make a lot of drastic changes. Let your team pressure, and And it's Hannon with a kick dribbling through. It'll get to Osborne. She'll do a little push pass out to Day, who wanted to return the pass, try it again. Ball knocked down. Will go to Bagley. She'll go up over the top a tad, but it'll go into the 18. And McNulty will make the pickup, and she's going to have her first punt of the ball game, and she'll step into it. And that's a very decent kick into the circle and out from Kachupi. Winner here will go to Virgins Union High School, and that's where the title game is this year, 10 a.m. start time. And of course, I'm tape delayed, so it won't matter. But just letting you know, there's a good possibility if it's going over that I'll take the trip to Virgins. Not 1,000% sure, but there's a good chance. If you're looking for Dane, she just wait for the ball to be played, and then she'll lay the pass on the side to Osborne. There's that short passing. They can go over the top, Mill River. They've got the speed to get down there and chase down those long passes, or they can be patient and work it down on those short triangular built schemes. They build the ladder and short pass it down the field. And I'm thinking the throw's coming up, but they're going to make the switch. You're going to have Kat Mullen come over and take the throw. So it will stay Stowe ball. Now go right into the box on the edge of the 18. Usually, and it's not 1,000%, but you watch these. Stowe came in with regular season of 2 wins, 10 losses, 2 ties. Of course, with their 2 playoff wins, they're 4 wins, 10 losses, 2 ties. And at some point, time catches up with you. Right now, Mill River up by 1 goal, and I really do hope they just play 80 minutes of attack, full mode, keep pumping it in, the goal soccer. Don't give life to your opponent. Don't let them have an opportunity to come back and turn momentum on. Osborne will squeeze that pass through to Kachupi, up, and just be saved by McNulty. Kachupi tried to raise it in a very short span there over the top of the goalie and in. That was Jenny Holler, one of the senior captains out there, trying to make a mark, not create the foul, and she did that, and she'll play defense now. She'll come across, and again, I want to see this matchup start to unfold, but Mill River has had the best team speed of anybody all season long that has played on this field, and I've watched, like I said, did all the home games for Mill River, and in the 2 playoff games, the Enosburg Falls game and the Thetford game, Mill River superior in team speed. Kachupi will have that slide off her foot, roll toward the sideline. It'll be saved by Hannon, and will not be saved by Hannon. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll have the throw coming up now by Stowe, and they'll be picked up right in front of the Mill River bench, 5 yards shy of midfield. You know, it's a partly cloudy day, but you know, coming in November, when you can wear just a fleece vest to the game, you're in good shape. No precipitation in the forecast till late tonight, and that certainly looks like Randy Dewey, one of the officials over there, the white-haired gentleman on the far side. So I know at least one good official. I can't see the other official right now, or I'm sure they're both good officials, but a familiar official in Randy Dewey. Dave backed up and tried to head the ball forward and run through it. She'll get it off to Rogstad. Leah Rogstad, 16. Oh, great pass up ahead to Osborne in stride. Will she bring the ball back around the inside? No, she's going to squeeze it through on the outside of the net. And then we'll have a goal kick coming up. And again, we'll see if it's going to be number 7, Jordan Leach, that will take the kick. As Leach has to wait, there's substitutions coming right now for Stowe, as Abby Town, number 15, comes in for the first time today for the Stowe Raiders. So, there were close calls during the regular season for Mill River. They played a lot of Division I schools, and obviously won. They're undefeated, and they played a Division II schedule and then Marble Valley B schedule, but they play in a Marble Valley C playoff format. And it will be Jenny Holler taking a throw as she looks. Now she'll give away to Bagley. I was thinking it was either Bagley or Hannon that usually take the throws, and it'll be Bagley this time. She'll stop and start and go and take it right down the line. Look to drop it into Day. We'll send it back to the inside on a high left leg kick, and that'll come all the way up and slide past Amanda Lee. And here's, again, watch the speed now. Lee taking the inside route, and Mackenzie Mooney will get out and slide onto the save. But Lee actually took that and made that play. Mooney did a good job of coming out aggressively, but was Lee speed getting back, taking away the easy inside route to the goal. And there is that team speed that I want to watch. Lee, like I said, had a fantastic transformation into that sweeper position. This year was just outstanding. She should be all MDL selection at the end of the season. It'll be quite an injustice if she isn't. But she can get back there like that makeup speed. If she misplays the ball in the front of the field, she can get back and take away the scoring chance in the back end of the field. As we're at 30 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1-0 Mill River. Chelsea Bagley on a corner, on a header from a corner kick coming in from Emily Osmer. That's the game's only goal so far. Mill River has controlled the middle of the field nicely here early on, and Stowe right now just trying to get acclimated to the field. It's not that they aren't used to playing on the big stage. Like I said, they've had 2 road wins in the playoffs against higher seeded teams. So I don't think there's any stage fright to get over right now. Maybe a little bust legs. That's quite a haul from Stowe to here. As Bagley will take the throw basically all the way down in the corner. And she'll come forward with the toss. And we were able to get it up and clear, and it will kick and slide out of bounds, and we'll have Stowe take the throw right in front of the bleacher section here at Mill River. And a good opportunity to say thank you to the Mill River community, the athletic director, parents, players, principals, the whole community for allowing me to videotape Mill River sports and then play it back on PEGTV. And again, our website is PEGTV.com. Click video on demand or do the whole homepage. It's really a very informative, well planned out homepage. And you can always turn on your channel, your TV to the good old way of setting your remote to channel 15 and watch the games on television. And that will roll through the inline. It took a while, but it did roll through the inline. We'll have a goal kick coming up, and again, we'll see if it's going to be Jordan Leach. Yes, it will be number 7. Leach will take it. Now she's taken all the goal kicks so far, so I can only assume she's going to be their designated leg out there and kicker. As she waits, and right now she's just waiting for the official to give her the go ahead and kick it sign. That's usually just a finger point. And the Minutemen starting the season off with 6 road games in a row. Much to the liking, actually, of Coach Chadburn, who saw the schedule and told the athletic director, Rob Black, to leave it that way, and he said it would make them a better team at the end of the season. And, you know, I don't know if it did or not, but it surely worked out well for them. And they were home most of October, and obviously they've been home for all the playoffs, which I do think is a big advantage. Not so much a soccer field's a soccer field, I understand that, and your fans will follow you, so you'll have good support. But it's the travel time. It's that sitting on the bus for 2 hours. It's the trying to get out of that lethargic state after you get off the bus. And they didn't have to do any of that. And trying to throw to the open corner. And Taggart, number 11, was there. She was well marked. They ended up with the ball, and the defender slipped down. Day able to slide it through, and that's off Osmer's knee. And Emily Osmer trying to come back around and give the ball off to Day, and she'll make the stop, bring it over, got the right leg wound up, and oh, that slid by Ross, number 17, on the far side, and they'll collide, go down. That should be a handball, actually. As when she rolled over, she slapped it with her hand. They'll let her play through, and that'll come up to the 40-yard line. And Hannon trying to dribble to the inside, had the ball taken away. Stowe in the middle of the field right now, down 1-0, as again on a corner kick from Osmer. Bagley able to head the ball in, and that's the only scoring. Taggart with the touch, and she'll push it down near the 18, but on the edge, not into the box. Bagley out in the center of the field. What a good job in the middle of the field she's done this season for Mill River. Nice job of able to transition from defense to offense nicely out there for the Minutemen. We're down to 27 minutes. We played 13 minutes of semifinal soccer action from Mill River Union High School. Amber Hannon with that strong throw. Hannon, her first year of varsity soccer action. And that's going to drop on in, and Dave, at good speed, will get over there and force the kick to come up the sideline. It'll go out of bounds, and Rogstad there, she's looking for Bagley, and Bagley will come over now, 22 in white, and she'll take the throw for Mill River. And a good crowd on hand for this semifinal soccer game. I knew it was big news when I pulled into the parking lot and they had Wayne Young out in the parking lot directing traffic on where to park. He's got to get a little more training in that field, because when I pulled up, he told me to drive out back, and I did twice, and there wasn't a spot to be had, and he kept sending more and more people out back to the filled up parking lot. I ended up parking in Wallingford and hitchhiking up with my equipment. So we will have the ball side out, and again, Amber Hannon on that far side taking the throws. On the nice lob, Kachupi got enough of the noggin on it to push it forward, and Lee will track the ball going back, and that's going to take a good bounce for Stowe, and he'll kick to the side and see if they can establish a little bit of possession time down inside their 18. That's going to trickle in, and yep, as Holler was there, didn't let Mooney make the play, and Day will come up and get a little shove in there and get away with it. That's home field cooking right there. So that will slide down, and Osmer is fast, but she couldn't save that one as it will go out of bounds. And that will send Chloe Van Patten, number 11, over in green for Stowe to get set to take the throw. Again, weather conditions just ideal. Field was nice and firm out there when I was walking around it before the start of the game. The wind, as you could see on that corner kick, not a factor right now, not gusting, just very gentle slight breeze occasionally, but nothing like we had for the quarterfinal game here against Enosburg, where the wind actually was almost like another defender on the field. 25, 28 mile an hour gust of wind in that Enosburg game. But today, this is a day made to play semifinal soccer action. You're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports. Nat will be out of play, and Jenny Holler will wait for Bagley. See, Bagley's taking throws on this near side. This is her quadrant of the field, with Hannon taking throws on the far side. 24 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first half. Yeah, you couldn't have had a better start to the game for the Minutemen. And that's a nice through ball coming up, and Mooney will slide and make the stop, and she'll have the kick coming up now, as that's a couple times she's got touches in. She's had to not really make a save yet. That was just a good job of stopping the progress, and their kick will slide toward the left side of the field, take a bounce, and end up with Day at midfield. And Day on her second attempt, look at the pass ahead to Rogstad, and Rogstad somehow pushed the ball ahead to Day, and they'll link it up and work it down to Osmer, and that pass missed Day. She cut in, the pass came out, and we'll have a throw by Van Patten, and this is going to be Stowe with the throw. So Chloe Van Patten, a nice 15-yard toss, found the open teammate, came hard off her shin guards, and Bagley will try to reverse the fields. Yeah, that was well defended that time as they got back and took away that long outlet kick. They've actually got to play at the top of the 18 because they don't have enough speed to come further up the field defensively. The ball gets by them, and especially Osborne will be gone off to the races. So they're conceding a lot of the field in front of the 18 to the offense to get those type of kicks. Kachupi, number 9, with that line drive throw. Getting that pass a little bit behind the first target, and Day trying to work the ball back. Again, a much shorter version of a passing game that we saw in that Enosburg game. Of course, they have to play different styles, and that's just what they're doing right now, and that's going to be broken up at the top of the 18. Bagley came up the field. Bagley's got the same green light that Lee does. Lee can come up the field on offensive rushes from her sweeper position line. She communicates to one of the defenders to go back and cover for her, and Bagley from the midfield position is as equal a dangerous striker as she is a link out there. Right now, some 50-50 ball being headed around, no possession, and nope, heard the whistle, and Randy Dewey says that kicked out of play. We'll have Hannon take the throw, and that's going to be just another throw. She'll move down the field. Oh, the last touch by Moore will have a Stowe throw, and they'll have it about the 20-yard line. And slide off the front of Bagley's toe, and she'll just try to run through the ball and bring it forward, and no luck this time. They'll go over the top, and that's going to be tough to play that way against Millward, bringing the ball over the top, as Mooney almost gave the ball away as she was outside the 18 and could not use her hands to pick the ball up, tried to kick it off her foot, and almost a big giveaway right there. And that will be out of play, and we'll have a Stowe throw. As the Raiders, with that 4-10-2 record, the lowest seed left in all the tournaments. As Day made a swipe at it, and she'll come back around to the inside, but she's quick, she's athletic, and she is strong. She's got a little bit of a nasty streak in her where she won't mind extending the arms or flicking up the elbow, and that's what makes great players. You just roll up your sleeves and get the job done. Taggart in the ball game, number 11. Along with Rogstad, they're both in that vicinity, and now Bagley, 22, will come across, and she'll take the throw. So we're at 21 minutes to go in this first half of play. Semifinals, the winner will obviously move on to play in the title game, which will be hosted by Virgins. And that's a nice job by Hannah, and she just bullied her way through there and sent the ball down to that open corner. And right now, Stowe playing a lot in the middle of the field and in their defensive end. Again, they're just going to have Hannon come down, and she'll move forward about 7 or 8 feet and take the throw again, and it goes through the legs of Holler. And nice job of backing up by Merrill. Merrill, number 15, one of those role players that's had just a great season. Unsung hero type of position, but boy, she's done a great job in helping this team out in Rogstad. Trying to get to the outside. She's just a junior also, I do believe, as I glance. Yes, she's a junior midfielder out there. And like I said, a lot of these players from Mill River coming back next year as we wait for Bagley to come across the field. And there she'll get the ball flipped to her. And now Bagley's strong. She can throw the ball right into the 18, almost like a shorter version of a corner kick. She lines it up and takes it to the inline, and Day couldn't get the foot on it, and she pulled it forward, wide open net, and they'll miss it. They'll kick it up over the top as Day had the defender overcommit and just slid the pass through, and I believe that was Osborne that came in and got a leg on it. Just a little too strong. And you can see Bagley again, where they just missed a golden opportunity there, and Taggart, number 11, using that height advantage, those long legs to reach around the defender and get it. And Bagley to Day, and gets the kick in. And I tell you, that's an athletic move right there. She had 2 defenders on her, got the ball about shin high, just did a 180 and still got a good shot in on McNulty, who made the save for Stowe. So good pressure, that whole sequence down there for Mill River. There's Osmer, who gave up on the wing. She'll get the pass right back. Osmer, just enough juice to get it to Day, and boy, that was about 6 inches longer on the pass. They had Day breaking in on McNulty will scoop it up, and she'll get set to take the punt. And again, not a bad kick at all. It gets to the circle, and will roll through midfield. As we've gone to 18:42 to go in the opening half of play, and that's Hannon flying through the air, trying to settle the ball down on the trap. And Osborne, nice job. See, they're always flowing forward, and Day that time marked well, and that ball will go through the inline, and I'm waiting to see if it's going to become a corner or not. And it will be a corner, and Osmer, who's been lethal out there on those corner serves, will have another chance to pick up an assist here. And again, Bagley, I'm looking for Chelsea right now. She is at the top of the 18, and she'll just start to slide herself down into position to come in unmarked, and they've got to make that adjustment. Stowe has to. Of course, it's so critical to get the serve, and that's going to be in the net. They got it again. They've had 2 corners and 2 scores off from corners. I'll tell you what, just another perfectly served ball by Osmer. And I'll have to wait for Mike Lee to make the call. Everybody going to Osmer right now and giving her the high fives for that great kick to set the score up. And there'll be 2 goals now in the first half, off from corners for Mill River. And that, Osmer followed up her own kick, or was it touched by a Stowe player? That could be what happened. Is right there is that she kicked the ball and nobody on her team touched it. Went off from the Stowe player up and in, and she would get the goal off from that. And Stowe needing a couple different things. Mooney will make the save right there as that shot came in hard and low near your post. And we're at that critical cliche stage now with the ball game where the next goal is the important goal, because if it's Mill River, they'll go to a 3-0 lead. And if it's Stowe, they'll cut the lead down to 1, and they're going to call a dangerous play on that. We'll have Bagley called for the foul, and the kick coming up for Stowe, and they'll come on their offensive side of midfield. And Leach coming all the way up to field number 7 to take the kick. So it's 17-14 to go in the first half. The Minutemen pick up a 2-0 lead now in this semifinal game. Again, not a bad spot on field. They try to go over the top of the wall, and that's what they do, and that ball will slide in, and Mooney with good communications to Lee. See how Lee went by her? She was going to cover the net because it's open, because the goaltender comes out to make the play of the ball. And that's going to come up this sideline to Rogstad, and she'll try her best, but it'll go off from Rogstad out of bounds, and Van Patten now will take the throw right in front of the bleacher section here at Mill River. Again, those corners have been big all year for Mill River, and they have perfected. It's almost clicking at a 38% rate of success, converting corners into points, and that's just unheard of right now. As Osborne will take a breather, Kachupi, number 9, coming in white now for Mill River. It'll be interesting to see how the second half evolves. It'll be a defensive-minded Mill River team that comes out and forgets their offense, or if they'll keep things flowing the same here and just come out and keep applying the pressure on offensively. Or if they'll go like into a turtle shell. Day going to the corner will trap, reverse, spin it around, send the ball under the post, and it'll be grabbed by McNulty with Ross 17 right there for Mill River. Again, Day with a nice job of getting the ball to the front of the net. And Lee, see how she wound up, but she did not take a full swing at that with her leg. She would have been whistled for a dangerous play, and Smart right there just got enough foot on it to let the ball carry through and let Stowe restart their offense. And Stowe trying to bring the ball down in front. And it's going to be a corner coming up for Stowe as it goes off from the foot of Jenny Holler. And now Stowe desperately in a position here to convert this as Allie Bland will go over number 9. She'll take the serve for Stowe. 15 minutes to go in the first half. The Minutemen up by 2 on Munger Division on this semi-final soccer game. And Bland waiting as there was a substitution allowed to take place. And there's the whistle. Randy Dewey setting on to put this into motion. It's got a good hook on it, but didn't come up high far enough in front of the net. And there's the kick coming in, and that will be to the sideline and out of play, and it should be a throw, and that's what we're going to have. Still Raiders in still a good position right here to take the throw right into the box like a mini version of a corner. And tell you, they got better toss that time off the throw than they did on the Mooney will make the save, bobble it, pick it up. It's Mooney. Extended about as high as she could go to handle the shot and knock it down in front of her and pick up the loose ball. She'll measure the steps and take the punt, and it's a good kick. It'll be a little shy of the circle. And that, again, has become a big part of the game in the last 15, 16 years, is being able to take those throws, get players' technique down where they can get the ball all the way in front of the net on a throw. So it is like a mini version of a corner kick. As Stowe starting to get rid of those bus legs now and get up and down the field. They've had big wins against Oxbow and Randolph. Oxbow, their first game of in the playdowns, is that's going to be Mooney, and she'll be very sure-handed and hold on to it. Oxbow was 10-2-2 when the 10-2 Stowe squad eliminated them on Oxbow's home field. And that will bounce around. A couple people looked at it, and Hannah went to play it and had it skip by her, and she didn't panic. She went by to get it, and I'm looking for a white throw. I think it did go off from the... No, they did not touch a Raider player, and it'll become Stowe with the throw. And now bring the clock down to 13 minutes now. And that will be to the edge of the box, and Lee just towed it out to the 15, well, to the 20-yard line, and Day went to attack. And I like the whole attitude of Mill River that they have come out, and they have just played like Mill River has all season long to get to the 16-0 mark, and they have relied on their offense to be their defense. And when the goalie's got to make the save, of course she's right there, and that's going to slide through, and Kachupi has Ross with the ball. Kachupi going to the net, and Ross trying to bring it around to the inside, and Leach there will just kick it side out while a throw coming up by the Minutemen, and this should be Hannon inside the field. And Amber Hannon, there she is, number 23, the junior in white. Well, she should go forward another 5 yards to get the correct spot. As they have Day coming out of the ball game right now, and that's what they're waiting for. Just let her clear the field, and then everything marked long, they took it short, and that's going to be Kachupi going backwards to go forwards, and that's going to go over the top and be headed down by Leach. And Bagley trying to just lift it gently up to Osborne. Offside call. Yeah, they got an offside call inside the 18, and that will lead to a kick. And right idea, they just couldn't hold the line. As Leach will take the kick, and she has to come up the right side of the field. Over the top. Again, it's hard to play over the top against Lee because she can get back there, and that was a little risky, but she got away with it. She'll slide it all the way across the field, and you can see bumping and grinding by Holler, and that ball will come back 5 yards. And again, they wanted to go deeper into the box. They came off the side of the foot, and Rogstad will just send it up to the 40. Taggart pressured the ball, but Stowe right now working their shorter version of their passing game, trying to just get some type of time of possession down on the offensive end, and that will go into the box to Mooney, and she'll make the call and make the grab, and that'll happen with 11 minutes to go in the first half. 2-0 Mill River as they're looking to go to 17-0 and earn a trip to Virgins High School for the championship game. I've been watching the whole tournament unfold on the VPA website, and I tell you, when I saw Oxbow fall to Stowe, I was like, holy crap, this Stowe squad. And they're young. There's one senior on the Stowe roster, just one senior on the Stowe team. I still think the Hazen-Enosburg Falls game was the most intriguing game. It went to penalty kicks, 15-13 in penalty kicks. Enosburg defeating Hazen. That pass intended for Ross, a little bit too far up the field for her, and that'll be a change of possession. We'll have a throw for Stowe. Day back in the ball game, and it looks like Kachupi will come out number 9. So Day 5 in white out there for Mill River. With 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Coach Randy Chadburn in his 9th season here at Mill River, looking for his first berth with a team into the finals. And they've had some excellent teams over the years. But like I said, this team here just has they're just deeper. They have more finishers. Everybody plays their role. And it's tell you right from the first game of the year, it's had a good feeling. Here they are in the semifinals, up by 2 goals. Long way to go still, though, before we can start throwing confetti in the air. It's going to be up, and missed on the leg whip, brought down to Bagley. She was able to push it 5 yards forward, and Stowe will pick it up. It's Lee, as she does so often, will slide up the field. And she's not restricted to that 18-yard box. She goes up and down the field. Great instincts from that sweeper position. As Van Patten with the throw, and will come down to Bagley. He'll get it to Merrill. Merrill's pass somehow found a little seam to go through and got up to Kachupi. And Day trying to get there ahead of Leach, and Day will put pressure on the ball. Leach will kick it out, and we'll have a throw coming up by Bagley for Mill River. And I'm thinking about the 25-yard line. And again, strong enough to bring the ball into the box if she elects to. And that does get into the box on the inline by Day, and she'll slide it out, and I'm looking for a white jersey. It's going to come in, and they're going to send, just you can see the reaction by Day and Osborne. The net wide open, and they chipped it up and over the top. Put a bookmark there. That could become a big goal later in the ball game, or a big goal that didn't happen right there. But again, good job of working the ball, funneling it down inside the 18. Rogstad got a piece of it, and it'll slide to the side. And Stowe able to get there first. And again, they've looked like they're trying to play long ball, go over the top, and this is just too much team speed on Mill River right now to think that's going to be just, successful continuously. Day looking to slide the ball back to Osborne, coming in, lining up the left foot, and see if she makes the move to spin around to the inside. And taken off her leg nicely by Leach. Good job defensively as Osborne was setting her up to make the move. And Mill River in the position now for this corner. And again, if you haven't watched Mill River soccer all season long, this has just been a phenomenal year for corners. Osborne usually always serves up a decent ball, and that's just going to hit the outside of the net and bounce out of bounds. Again, a dangerous moment there with that corner. As Leach will bring it to the far side of the box to mark the kick, and this is all taking place with 7:19 to go in the first half. Had a good fluid first half of soccer here. So it's gone up and down the field nicely, mostly to Mill River's into the field. And like I said, just out of curiosity, if they go to the halftime up by 2 goals, will they come out and just bring it all back and suck it in and play defensively like they did against Enosburg? And here comes a charge down the field, and that's Hannon getting the position to stop the progress coming down the field. Bagley will circle around. You can see the Stowe player slip down. That gave possession to Mill River. Hannon trying to reverse fields, and we're going to go over the top this time, and this looks like it's under control by Leach. He's going to bring it to the outside. And a good job of getting to the ball speed-wise, kept it in play as Merrill Didn't bring it far enough to the inside, and that's going to be stopped by Lee, and she'll just step into it. And you got, again, decent job of getting the ball back over into the offense by Lee. She's quite a weapon to reverse fields like that. Yeah, and McNulty on the edge will pick it up and take the kick, and that's an excellent punt by McNulty. On the bounce, she'll be settled down at midfield, and well, not a true header. She ran through the ball, got it with her foot, but it all worked out. And Day and Osmer. There's the speed by Osmer. Usually if you're shoulder to shoulder with her, she's able to pull away from you. She's doubled on the ball right now, and no lane to get the pass through. Rogstad came up from behind. She'll try to squeeze the pass along that in line, and for a moment, Stowe able to relieve the pressure, and that will be Taggart. Oh, nice job of, well, they are going to go Stowe ball. Good hustle by Taggart to get over there and almost get possession for Mill River, and we'll have the Stowe throw. And that's a high lobbing throw, and I think it's going to be an illegal throw. I think she lifted the back foot was the call, and with 5:22 to go, the Minutemen in good position, up by 2 goals on their home field, nearing halftime. Day side, and was looking to bring it to that far post, and that time nice defense by Stowe. And that should become a corner. I'm waiting for the indication. Yes, we'll have a corner for Mill River. And there is Bagley getting in a position as Osmer and Day, they get set up for a short corner here. I'm not sure if Osmer was limping coming over, but they have a different variation. They take a short corner, and that's to bring the defense out and let Osmer do that right there, take the kick from closer in to try to set the table, and Rogstad will go back after the missed kick, and Merrill went over the top, and that'll be a goal kick now as it went over the top of everybody and out of play. And they're allowing the substitution to come in for Stowe. In case you're just joining us, it's a semifinal action for Mill River Union High School. 4:23 to go in a half, 2-0 Mill River. They're in their home whites, obviously, as they're the host team. And I don't think Randy Dewey likes the inflation on the ball. Yeah, and they're either going to get a new ball. Yeah, they're going to get a new ball, and Coach Chadburn, just for the heck of it, give him a squeeze himself to see what he likes about it. Might be too much air, not enough air. And Randy's going to, well, they're going to keep it in play. They give it to the ball girl. Whatever. They do check the balls with a meter, with a gauge, before the start of the ball games. And Randy Dewey will restart the action. Yeah, and Leach will back up. She hadn't realized that the whistle hadn't blown yet. Oh, now she's faking me out. Okay. The third time's a charm, and she'll step into it, and you see Merrill again get in there, and she's going to go backwards to go forwards, and that's going to be Lee, Amanda Lee. 25 yards on the kick, but a nice job of turning things around by Stowe. That's going to fade to the side. And we're under 4 minutes at 3:49 to go in the first half. Semi-finals on Munger Vision, and obviously Mill River looking to go to 17 wins, no losses, no ties, and get a chance to play for the state championship. And Lee hammers the ball from the Stowe player, number 14, Cap Mullen, out of bounds, and we'll have Mooney set it up. Lee will take the kick, and Mill River has been able to really navigate through the middle of the field nicely here in the first half. So a wily old soccer veteran told me many, many years ago, if you can control the middle of that field, the odds are you're going to have a good day out there on the pitch. Short kick this time, and Stowe unable to take advantage of a short field. The Raiders have had a couple shots on net. Nothing really scary or super threatening right now. It's been a long time between they don't get consistent pressure and shot after shot on. Mill River has just kept the ball down in their offensive end nicely. So that goes off from Kachupi and takes a great bounce for the Minutemen. It came in front, and Day, boy, I see she's getting her gallop there, getting her giddy up and go on, and the ball bounced away from Rogstad. Came up from behind and drilled the ball to Osmer, and that's taken away by Leach. Now it'll come to the side. We'll have a Mill River throw, and it should be Bagley coming over, and that's what's happening with 2:24 to go in the half. Pivotal. Mill River gets another goal before the half, or if Stowe can get a goal. I mean, it's just dramatic swing either way. That Nick's goal, I mean, I know it's a cliche, but it's truthful. Bagley will stay in the same spot and take the throw in. She throws to the inside, and Day went to get it, and she wanted to reverse, and good job of just standing her up was Van Patten, and then she'll kick the ball out, and we'll give Mill River another throw here. Bagley getting a lot of practice on these throws. You can see Day. Yeah, her and Osmer draw a lot of attention on the marks, and they should. The visiting teams have done their homework. They know it's a good team, this Mill River team is, but they got to really know where number 7 and number 5 is offensively out there roaming around that within 30 yards of the net, and that's going to be out of bounds then. Jenny Holler doing the rugged work there. Number 13 will earn possession for the Minutemen. It's Bagley with minute 23 to go now and a half. 2-0 Mill River. Osborne with a goal and assist today. Bagley with a goal. Now the Osborne goal, I'd like to get some clarification on it. But she served up the corner and they got credit for the goal, and I think it's because it went off from a Stowe player in. This is Osborne lining it up, and it's going to be in the net! It's going to be Katrupi with the third goal! Osborne's shot was partially stopped coming in, and Katrupi will get the goal, number 9. Goal number 3 of the game. 3-0 Mill River in the first half over Stowe. Now Katrupi had a goal in the Thetford game, in the playdown game here. She's got 2 goals in the postseason. And like I said, you always think of Day and Osmer for the goal scorers for Mill River, but they have a lot of finishers this year. Looking at Katrupi as one of them, and we've seen Bagley and Rogstad and that whole group finish off. The Minutemen percolating right now at 3-0. And just as a fan, and I don't know squat about soccer, why change things around in the second half? Just keep doing this. No need to go into a turtle shell and just play at 3-0. You never have enough goals. There's always that comeback available for the other team. And you see Bagley just take it slide at the outside with 34 seconds to go. Stowe, no lead is insurmountable, and I'm sure their coach is going to tell them, you've been underdogs this whole tournament. You're still in that role. You've been successful at it. You got 40 more minutes to get on your horses and get things going right. And that should take us to a Mill River throw with 15 seconds to go. Jan Hannon will back up, and if there's time for another rush down the field, I highly doubt we'll see it, but Hannon taking her time, almost like she's waiting for the clock to count down at 3, 2, 1. And there's the horn at Mill River, 40 minutes away from a trip to the state finals up in Virginia. They lead 3-0 over Stowe on Munger Vision. Goal scorers right there, Osborne number 7 and Katrupi number 9, and Mill River up by 3, and we're set to get the second half of action underway. They've switched into the field. Mackenzie Mooney, of course, is in net for Mill River at the keeper position, and McNulty stays in net for Stowe. She faced a lot of shots in that first half, and that's Ross with the touch, and they'll push the ball forward. And again, Stowe coming in, they're giant killers. They defeated Oxbow on the road. Oxbow was 10-2-2 at the time, and they had to go to Randolph and take on a higher seeded Randolph team and won. This is different right here. Taking on the number 1 undefeated Mill River squad. And Mill River looking to get to the finals for the first time under Coach Chadburn. I'm just trying to find the ball. There we go. It's all the way over in front of the Stowe bench, and Van Patten will get the throw going. The official had her mark back up about 2.5 yards further, and that'll go out of play, and I think it's a white throw, and that's what will happen. And Chelsea Bagley will go in, and she'll get set to take the throw. That's what Bagley all set now. Is 40 minutes away from going to the finals. Mill River is 40 minutes away from going to a 17-0 mark. And we'll see as Brown in the game number 10 will get to that ball, and last touch by Stowe, and Brown's going to stay there. And no, I didn't think she'd take the throw. And as Bagley making her way across the field in very deliberate pace. Again, they've got the 3-0 lead, and they want that 40 minutes to evaporate off the clock. So Mill River played a lot of Division I schools on their regular season schedule, and they had some overtime games and some last-minute comeback wins. I mean, it hasn't been like an untested 16-0 record. They've had their adversity they've overcame and their tight games that they've won. And You see him right there is Rogstad trying to slide the ball down the field, had to go out of bounds in front of the Stowe bench, and Van Patten will quickly get the throw into play, and she took that short throw that took that rapid hop as Day wanted to bring the ball across and got tangled up with her own teammate Osmer as their spacing was a tad bit off on that play that time. Again, boy, does Stowe need that next goal. And they down 3. They need to get some type of momentum built up here early in the second half. As again, you can see Bagley just being deliberate pace going over to take the throw. That's all time coming off the clock as she meanders over to take the throw. Day got a leg on it, but I don't think she could control it. And I thought it did go off from the defender, and that is a call. And Bagley will stay on that side of the field. Will move up 5 yards closer to the midfield to take the throw. We've played 3 minutes here in the second half, and it's been kind of quiet on the event floor right now. There were 3 goals in the first half. It's Katrupi, Bagley, and Osmer, all goal scorers out there for the Minutemen. And Rogstad was looking for an opening to explode through and ran to a double team. Katrupi will slide the ball off her foot, trying to get it to her teammate inside, which is Bagley. Now Rogstad to the corner, trying to get in position defensively. But the ball just came off from the toe of the Stowe player a little bit too far, and that's what gave Rogstad the chance. Right there was just good work by Rogstad as she reached and broke the play up, and Day will skip over the top of the ball, and in Stowe trying to find some type of opening to work with, and they've been well marked today by this Mill Rivers defensive unit, and they've also had to contend with the much faster, much speedier Mill River team. And right now, that flow, that fluidity we had in that first half of play hasn't reappeared here so far in the second half by either team. Now we'll roll out of bounds, and Bagley will meander over to the sideline, and she'll take the throw. And I just want to know, I'm trying to see exactly where they're going to have her spotted. As yeah, Randy Dewey bringing her up to the 20-yard line, and that is plenty close enough to take it right into the 18. And that's what she does, right on the edge. Today who heads it up to herself and pushes it in, and Osmer just a step away from being able to get an attempt on net. And that will be out of bounds, and this side of the field will have Hannon take the throw. And that's going to be a corner for Mill River. They'll get the first corner of the second half, and getting that flag telling you right now the wind not a factor at all in this play, and it's going to be Osmer making her way across the field. Again, Osmer with an assist and a goal today. And she'll strike the ball. It stays low on her this time. She didn't really get a lot of lift on it. She'll have the ball come all the way back to her, and she'll make the move past the defender. That opens up the inline, slides it through and into the hands of McNulty, hugging the short post, and she'll jog it out to the top of the box and take the kick, and it's an excellent kick on the bounce. It'll be over midfield, and Stowe again just trying to get into the 18 and set up something offensively. They've had a lot of problems getting any type of consistent pressure on the Minutemen. And that's going to come all the way back to the inline. You can see in position right there is everybody in white as that went off from Lee, and that could become a problem there. We'll have a corner for Stowe. As Bland will head over, number 9, Allie Bland. And boy, if they ever had a goal in their pocket to pull off a corner, this would be the perfect spot to play it right here. Bland just waiting for the official to give her the thumbs up sign. And boy, a lot of confusion in front of the net, and Mooney will get a hold of it before the kick can get launched on it. That was St. Ange, Mackenzie St. Ange, that was getting ready to fire away the shot when Mooney came out and just smothered the ball. That'll come down to midfield, and we'll have a 50-50 ball, and the ball will hit the ground this time, and Rogstad trying to push through the ball, and that'll go out of play, and Randy Dewey says white throw, and Bagley will head on over, number 22, and she'll take a throw right in front of the press box area. That high arcing throw goes off from the head of the Raider player, and we were not able to jump on the ball and penetrate any deeper in. Day with the steal will Slide ahead to Kachupi, too far as Stowe will send it up to the circle in the center of the field. Little pass on the wing here, about an 8-yard give, and off from the foot of the Stowe Raider. That's number 1, Carly Segal, as she will, again, was trying to find an angle to take her on the defender, but just too much speed as they played her all the way to the outside and left her with nothing but the out of bounds line to work with. Zach, we picked up and sent over the top, and boy, you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 white shirts right there in the vicinity defensively. That was just been trying to launch St. Ange in there, and just no opening. They've done a good job defensively. We played almost 7 minutes of soccer here in the second half, and it stays 3-0 Mill River. That was a score at halftime. That will go out of play, and it's been very choppy here in the second half for both teams. And again, Lee communicating to Hannon, and she took control of it and just kicked the ball side out. Now, so give her team a chance to remark and find out where all those green shirts are. As Kachupi with those bright yellow cleats on, easy to find her out there. And that will come in, and Lee will just get underneath it like a 9-iron, lift it to Kachupi on the outside, nudging it forward with the shoulder, and then trying underneath it. Van Patten there to pressure the ball, and it should be a white throw, and it is Bagley coming over, number 22, the junior. Get to see her next on the basketball court for Mill River, but hopefully she's thinking she'll have another soccer game to play in after this one. Winner here will go to Virgins High School. That's the site of the Division III championship game. And I'll tell you, whoever gets there, that's a tough opposite side of the bracket there. People's Academy and BFA Fairfax, the opponent, and that's those are going to be a slugfest playing against one of those schools. And Hannon in front of the bleachers here at Mill River will get a good running start, and boy, she can put some air into that ball, and that will be picked up and cleared by Leach. He drops in the circle and will roll to midfield, and that was Holler trying to ride off St. Ange. There's St. Ange out there, number 20, trying to get to the middle of the field, and that's what they want to do, get her on stride. And you can see Lee in good position. Mooney misplayed it, and yeah, Mooney's they are so fortunate right there. That was a mess, and they are very lucky not to give up a goal there and put it in their own net. We're going to have a corner for the Raiders, and it's played just like that. Something fluky that'll get you right back in the ball game. But they need to convert. They're down, played 10 minutes here in the second half. They're down 3 goals, and they have a golden opportunity right here on a corner. If Mooney came out to make the original play and just didn't handle the ball, and then it just rolled through a couple different Mill River players, and that's going to be a goal, and there it is. A perfectly served up corner. And then the header up and in. I'm just waiting for her to turn so I can see her jersey number. But those underdog Stowe Raiders chipping away. They've got it down to a 2-goal deficit, and see if that will give them all the momentum they need. 14 as she finally turns around. It's Kat Mullen that will get the goal. So Kat Mullen gets the goal, and the assist should go to Leach. And 3-1 now. Oh yeah. Bad memories coming back to Mill River. Oh, Allie Bland. I'm sorry. Bland got the assist on that. So Kat Mullen and Bland, and all of a sudden there's life on the bleacher side here of the Stowe Raiders. Like I said, they've knocked off 2 teams with higher seeds on the road to get here, and for them, they're relishing the underdog role, and they've got it down to, again, that was just a freaky play. It looked like Mooney was going to make the save. The ball rolled away from her, from underneath her. Can she cross it? No, on inside the net. They had Osmer open in front of the net, but that was just too long a run for Day to get it and swivel it around and get the kick out. And there was that all-important Knicks goal. It came to Stowe. Instead of being a 4-0 deficit, it comes to a 3-1 ball game, and they've got a lot of spark down them. They'll take down Hannon, and the ball will pop free, and Stowe will clear it up to midfield. Oh, and again, then the missed kick by the rest of the Mill River players on that play that preceded the corner. And that's, things like that happen to undefeated teams in the playoffs, and whoa. But Mill River can get all that momentum back here by just reapplying pressure. I thought their best defense all season long was their offense, keeping the ball away from the other team. I'm talking about Mill River. I thought in the Euniceburg game, in that first half, Mill River did a spectacular job of keeping the ball on their side of the 50 in the offensive end of Mill River's soccer field, and that's Taggart. Almost able to reach through the legs and make the steal off from Bland, and here comes Bagley, and she'll go over the top, and it'll be into the arms of McNulty, and she'll have an easier save there, and she'll take the kick, and she's trying to get things picked up tempo-wise too. She just quick kicked it and drove it up over midfield to St. Ange. And Taggart, and oh, that shouldn't be a whistle. What happened there was Taggart just stepped on the ball when St. Ange went to kick it. She lost her balance, went down, and they'll give a kick now to the Stowe Raiders. And this is Leach right here, number 7. Yeah, and they got to move everybody up as Mill River had sagged way back to the edge of the 18, and yeah, they have to be back. Well, it's a 20-yard count right here. Now, they never got the kick up over the top of the wall, but he got the header, and Day able to poke it forward, but not over midfield, and Osmer looking to get the pass up ahead to Ross, and might have put a little bit too much steam on it, and that's going to roll to the edge, and he kicked out of bounds. And I'm surprised by that play right there, as Raymond had a lot more time to work with, and she elected to kick the ball side out and give Mill River back possession, and Han will take the throw. And on the foot of Day, she'll turn to the inside, and West sits on the edge. It comes out of the 18. And Mill River not as quick to all those 50-50 balls as they were in the first half. And of course, you got to attribute a lot of that to Stowe making some changes at halftime, and also Stowe to just get acclimated to the field and the conditions. And Ross going to come out and get a breather now as Kachupi will take her spot. So Kachupi, number 9, in for Mill River. And that will be able to play. That'll move the throw up to about 10 yards closer as we're down to 26:47 to go. And the Minutemen fan base a little more anxious than they were before that only goal so far by Stowe. 3-1, Mill River with the lead, and they're looking to go to the finals. Rogstad taking that inside route, taking the angle of attack, and then just nudges the ball out of bounds. And Van Patten coming all the way up the field to take the throw. She's right in front of Coach Chadburn there. That's the Mill River bench in the background. And it's going to stay with Stowe, and they'll move up about 7 yards on the next throw. As Day went and got the ball, and then able to link up to Osmer, and then she over pursued the play, and here comes Bland, number 9, with the ball. They're navigating the middle of the field much better now, Stowe is, as they're able to work their way into position and even enter the 18. They had a lot of trouble with that in the first half. That will come up to the 30, and Dave swung at it and missed it, got back into the play, and almost came up with the ball, and that's going to be St. Ange. And then this time Lee stepped up quickly and let the ball come back in on her, and she cleared it up to the 35-yard line. And on the dribble, there's some open turf, lines up the shot and slid off her foot. And I tell you, she had a good head of steam coming down the field, talking about 22, Marley Hauser. But in the end, the kick just kind of sliced off her outside of her foot and slid to the inline and out of play. And they'll have a goal kick from River, and Amanda Lee will choose a side here, and she'll come to this near side of the box, Mooney net. Just that one goal so far here in the second half, and it came at a perfect time for Stowe to take advantage of a misplayed ball by Mill River. Again, you've seen a lot more the camera tilted down this way in the second half as St. Ange able to regain her balance, and that ball will be popped free. I believe it was Holler that dislodged at the Hannon, and then Holler able to get it up and out of the 18. And Bagley, I'm not sure she knew she had pressure coming in behind her, but she'll go through not only the Stowe player but her own teammate and get to the ball and push it out, and she'll take the throw now as Chelsea Bagley surveying the field and wants to see where the marks are and who's going to be open, and the official having her move forward about 3 yards also, and she'll let it fly, and it will come down to Kachupi, who almost looked like she anticipated a whistle as she gave up on the ball and pushed it back, and River had it. In Stowe coming up with a lot more of these 50-50 balls in the second half so far. I know we've only played, well, there's still 23:57 to go. So about 16 minutes and change, but Stowe, a lot better attitude. And Mooney will come out, and this time, no doubt about it, her and Lee communicate to each other, and Mooney will pick it up, and she'll take the punt, and she'll bring the ball over to this near side of the box. And again, nice kick. Both goalies have kicked the ball well today. And Bagley wanted to go from the knee to the foot and extended a little bit too far, and that gave Hauser a chance to come back and get the ball, and that's going to roll in, and Lee, again, you can hear him call out on the play, and it'll be Mooney picking the ball up, and let that clock tick as she'll take her time going over to this corner and get set for the punt. Shorter kick and see if they can shorten the field. It went off from Bland originally, and they were able to nurse the ball up to midfield. And it's going to come all the way back, as it looked like there was going to be a rush developing for Mill River on that last possession, but right now Stowe has taken away a lot of those lanes that were open in the middle of the field for Mill River to navigate themselves through. And I thought it was a handball, and everybody else did too as they held up on it. Van Patten thought it was a handball too, and they didn't whistle it. And that will roll down to the open corner, and Taggart in pursuit. It's going to get there just a step late. It'll go off from her thigh out of bounds. We'll have a green throw as Leach came over. Jordan Leach, number 7, did, and was able to kick it off from the Mill River player and out of bounds. It'll be Van Patten with the throw with 22 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the semifinal game. Mill River up by 3-1 over the Stowe Raiders. Stowe looking for yet another higher-seeded victim here to get themselves into the finals. We played this whole tournament on the road. And boy, again, Osmer will get in there and take the ball away from a couple Stowe players. And that was Day coming up on that trail play, and Brown will go back, number 10 now, and she'll have plenty of time and space to work with as she settled it down and got it to Taggart. And right now they're just trying to push the field into that 18-yard box, and I'm just waiting to see if they're going to stop the clock. Yeah, there's an injury on the play for Stowe, and that's what the official stopped the clock for, and he's letting the injured player, I can't see her number right now, come off the turf and be attended to. Now we're good to go. They've got the substitutions in there. I can't see the number, but the young lady's holding her arm, so it looks to be some type of arm injury. And Day came all the way from 15 yards back to chase down that ball, and Hannon wanted to kick it on the run, got it to Kachupi, and she went to settle it, came off her leg hard, and she'll poke at the ball and come up with air. And Stowe right now trying to keep that momentum going here that they've gained in the second half after they scored their first goal, their only goal of the game so far. They're down 3-1 with 21 minutes left to go in the soccer game. We played 19 minutes of the second half. All 3 Mill River goals coming back in the first half of play. And Bagley came up with it. Holler called off, and Van Patten in the middle of the field. Boy, she had some turf to dribble with, but she didn't make the commitment right away as St. Onge on the long pass looking to break in past Lee. Lee able to get a foot on the ball and kick it about 15 yards down the field. There's Hannon. Boy, she stuck with it, I'll tell you that. She missed the first couple headers, but she stayed with it and was able to get the clear. A much quicker, more confident-looking Stowe team here in the second half. Boy, Lee played that beautifully. And then she came up on the second wave, and Bland with a nice move got past Lee. Will circle back in position, and that's Day. That was there. Good. Day played a nice defensive job right there, and you just don't think of her defensively when you watch her play because she's such a skilled ball handler and goal scorer. But she fundamentally was just solid as a rock right there on her defense. That's Hannon, 23. You can hear the official talking to her. He wanted her to back up. Just about even. When she lets go of the ball, she'll be about even with the edge of the 18. And she'll go with that flat, hard toss. And Osmer is quick, but she can't save that. There's a little tilt on the field, and I'm looking. There's the Stowe player. I was following the ball girl instead. Stowe will throw the ball away as they get a little messy here in the middle of the field with 19:23 left in this semifinal game on Munger Vision. Yeah, they tracked the ball way down to the corner, and Hannah now coming back up to the 30-yard line. That's where Randy Dewey said he likes the mark of the ball. And tell you what, that was a good long throw. She got that technique down where she really gets all the miles out of that. St. Ange and Holler with a good battle right there. And on the deflection, it's going to roll to Rogstad's side, and that ball will squirt out. And we should have, I'm thinking of Mill River throw, and I'm waiting for I had to find Bagley, and there she is coming over. So the Minutemen try to make those 3 first-half goals stand up and propel them into the finals. Again, Stowe has settled down nicely here. Listened to their coach at halftime and made some adjustments and got themselves back in the ball game. Not that it will happen, but if it does end in a tie, they'll go to the 2 10-minute overtime periods, golden goal. First goal will win. If they go through those 2 overtime periods, then they go to the penalty kicks. Remember in the old days they went to the 5-minute overtime periods and took people off the field and all that. They eliminated all that just to expedite the game. And there's the kick, and picked back out of midair by Day at midfield, and then she'll race to the ball. And see the incredible balance she has. She took the contact, kept going forward. Again, Lee in good position right now to force it to the outside. And then see her break off, and her and Hannah both went to the ball, but they got away with it. That left the lane in the middle of the field, and Day will just send it up, and that was more of a kick just to clear it right there. And there's the field reversal, Mooney. Tell you what, that's on the fly. She'll make the catch, kill that rush, and get set for the punt. Short kick, and see if they can shorten the field. And they are able to trap it and control it, and they have shortened the field. Taggart there defensively along with Rogstad. They give away the end line, and let's see it out. It's Lee coming out. She'll get the foul called. Yeah, they're going to have a kick coming up, and this is basically the equivalent of a corner. As Hauser, a tad bit slow getting up, but I think she's going to be okay, and they're going to have Bland come over, number 9. She'll strike the ball. And again, this is about 6 yards in further from a corner. It's on a super angle though. It's not on the line to the goal. It's on an angle. So I think this is a much better position for a score here for a kick than a corner would be. And oh, she got too much juice under it. She jacked it up over the top of the crossbar. 16:44 to go. And boy, as much juice as Mill River had in that first half, they're a little bit flat here in the second half as they again get that 3-goal lead cut to a 3-1 ball game here in the second half on a corner score by the Stowe Raiders. Now we'll go to the head of Katrupi, and Osmer. We'll watch that roll out of play. And Stowe in the green. And that ball will appear out of a crowd of people. Got the midfield, and that was about it. And Stowe just kicking the ball now to kick it. As that will come up off the foot of Hannah, and I thought I saw a handball, and it is a handball. Again, this isn't a bad spot with no wind today. They're going to be at the 35-yard line. Bland will come down and take the kick. Well, no, not Bland. They're going to have Leach come down, and Leach will take the kick. And again, this isn't a bad spot. Now they've got everybody on the far side of the field. She's going to try to bend the ball over the top of the wall and let her teammates run underneath it. Pivotal. Good big possession right here. They could cut this to a 1-goal deficit with execution here. Yeah, and see Lee got back early in the position, and oh, they'll push it in further, and Lee coming over, and boy, and she's like a human eraser back there. She eliminates yet another. She erased another scoring opportunity for Stowe, and it will be a green throw. It's go high on the lob, and then get it to the 18. Take a great bounce to St. Owens, and then Dakin, we're trying to body her wide, and St. Owens trying to line up the shot. And that'll come in slowly to Mooney off the foot of Segal, and they're getting more and more chances, more and more time of possession of getting the ball inside the 18. Talking about Stowe here is they've really done a nice job of making some adjustments and changes at halftime on the ball. 14:43 to go in the second half of this semifinal game. And Hauser trying to get up past, see a couple 22s doing battle there, tried to hammered the ball, and that jackknife kick past Bagley and went off from Bagley. Slowed the ball down. That gave Mill River a chance to react to it and holler. And Mooney, and it'll be Mooney getting there ahead of St. Owens. And Mooney's a very quick and athletic goalie back there. Her only knock that I've heard against her is her height. But I really haven't seen them over her 4-year career where it's burned her more than a couple times. But as far as agility and getting from post to post, she is excellent at that. They'll take a bounce over the top of Rogstad. Holler there to back it up, looking for Taggart on the far side. And look at the freshman go, and nope, can't quite save it. Good speed to get there, but just ran out of field. And that will give Stowe the throw here in the second half. Again, Hannon able to use her physical strength to push past the Stowe defender. And on a miss kick, no panic there. She'll have plenty of time, and she'll save the ball in bounds. Now they'll lose it. As Segal went to take the turn, and this is a good spot on the field for the Minutemen as Hannon having to wait for the substitution to come in. I think it is Ross, Eleanor Ross coming in for Katrupi for Mill River on the substitution. And Hannon. There's that ball kick out, and boy, Osborne was one step away, and she might get another chance. Or no, they'll be able to get it up and over the top of her. And they'll keep it in. Nope, it did hit the line. I thought she saved it, but nope, couldn't right there. The official's right on the play, and we'll have Hannon take the throw. Off from Day's foot, able to spin it to the center of the field and over the top of the defender, and Osborne blocks it with her backside. That ball will be cleared now. Yeah, Stowe doing a much better job on these 50-50 balls here in the second half. Day with a nifty move, and I think she sent it too far. Yeah, it'll come into McNulty. She'll make the grab well ahead of Osborne, and she'll take the punt. Mill River scored early in the ball game, and they scored right before the half. And they put a little, like an Oreo cookie, they put a little bit in the middle for a goal in between, and they had their 3 goals all came off the first half of play. And Stowe with the only goal here in the second half. And it's Bland bringing the ball over to the side for Segal, and Day stepping up, and she broke the pass up, couldn't get possession, and that's going to come ricocheting back 10 yards further into Mill River territory. And boy, Rogstad working hard, and then looks for Holler to come up on the wing. That's where the pass was, looking for Taggart. Taggart will watch it roll out of bounds as she couldn't get to the ball, and we'll have the Stowe Raiders take the throw, and they'll take the throw basically from the same, well, 5 yards further up the field, but same side of the field. And it has, as smooth and fluid and good offense it was in the first half. It's been a very choppy, slowed down game here in the second half. And Mill River was able to navigate up and down the field without any problems. Not able to get real string together sequence after sequence of attack. And you can see Leach right there battling Taggart, and went off from Leach's foot out of bounds, and Bagley will head over, and she will come into the picture right now, and she's worked it down to 11 minutes to go in the ball game. Mill River up by 2 goals, 3-1. Winner will go on to Virgins High School, the site of the championship game for the state of Vermont C Division, Division 3. See Day stop pursuing the ball as Hannon told her she had it. And well, you could hear that come off her foot funny, and Ross, and I think it was last touched by Segal, and it was, so it'll be a white throw. Very quiet both sides of the bleachers right now as the game's turned into a grinded out type of affair. Bagley, a bicycle kick, got it off to Ross, and then trapped down by Bland, and she'll be able to plant and send it up to midfield. That ball was well marked, well covered by the Minutemen, but here comes Hauser on the trail of that play, and then Hannon just stopped the whole dribble down the field. Well, the favor was returned, and she was trying to bring it down on the dribble, and had her pocket pick as Bland will get it to Segal, and she'll bring it back now. It's been a lot more patience in linking up their passes here as Brown in the ballgame broke up that connection, and Ross will watch it go out of bounds, and we'll have Hannon take the throw. As Kachupi now, after a brief rest, number 9 in white will come back in for the Minutemen. Played 31 minutes here in the second half, and the Minutemen holding on to that 3-1 lead now. And that should be a white throw, and that's what Hannon's saying also. And she is going to be overruled, so we'll have the throw coming up by Stowe. When Hauser turned to the open side of the field looking to go to St. Ange and just went over the top too far. She outkicked both St. Ange and Abrams. And Mooney ends up with the ball, Mackenzie Mooney. With the help of a bounce, got that punt up to midfield. And Kachupi trying to run through the ball, has it taken out by Leach, and then Leach will link up to Hauser. Taggart coming out, forcing to play wide, and now go to that vacated corner, and yeah, Amanda Lee stepped up in front of St. Ange and just kicked the ball side out, and we'll have the throw now by Kat Mullen. Mullen's got the only goal for the Stowe Raiders. She's got the coolest name too, Kat. That was Osmer coming on the back check to make the defensive play, but Stowe able to retain possession of the ball. And they're going to call Day on it. Now that'll be a foul on Day, and the kick should come right around the football 40. And again, that's today with the wind conditions, no any problem with the wind conditions. A good spot on the field to take it right over the top again. And they did bring down Leach, number 7 this time. They've gone between Bland and Leach to take the kicks. And with 7.5 minutes to go, yeah, Mooney, they outkicked everybody. She had a little more height on the ball and really kind of flatlined it, and that gave Mooney the chance to come out and make the play, and Mackenzie Mooney now. Watch that high kick come off from the head of Kachupi and roll into Mill River's offensive end of the field, only to have it stopped down by Leach, and her pass coming up ahead. We'll get it back here as Leach works to the inside. Yeah, it looks like they're going to switch up and bring Leach into a more offensive aspect of the game for the Stowe Raiders. Now, I haven't seen Stowe play, so I don't know if Leach, number 7 back there, has the same green light that Mill River's Amanda Lee does, where she can come up offensively into the play. She looks like she'll have the skills to do that. And again, Hannon told to bring the ball up about 10 yards on the throw, and she did. Day came on top of the ball. The kick went about 2 feet to her left. Now she's in a defensive position, and she pops the ball free. Osmer will go back to get it. The defender, Hauser, will fall down, and Osmer will dribble to the inside. And, yeah, a lot of dribbling, but she didn't go forward. And the pick there by Stowe, and that's going to be Bland bringing it down on a dribble. She gets around Day, and now Bagley will step in. And see Leach coming up the field now. Now, she wasn't offensively involved in the game in the first half, but they know they need some offense and never got through. A hits off from Lee, and Rogstad will get it. And with the left foot, she'll link up with Taggart, and it'll roll out of bounds. And, yeah, we'll have a throw coming up. It should be a green throw. And that's what I want to see. They're going to bring over Chambers, Kelly Chambers now. Clearing the ball out of the front of her, clearing it away. And Stowe knows that clock ticking down to 5:41. Down 2 goals. They did have to bring, well, you figure back there that's Leach, and she's has an excellent foot and skills and dribbles, and it only made sense to bring her up. And she generated the shot on Mooney, who made the save. She dove on top of it, and she'll take the kick. It was a nice spin move away from the defender who lost her balance. That opened up the shot for Leach. But it does kind of make you wonder why they waited so long before they would bring Leach up into the offensive end of things. Stowe with a much more solid second half. Got themselves in position to make a run here with 5 minutes left, down by 2 goals. It's critical. But they keep the pressure on. They need a goal within the next couple of minutes to be realistic. And a nice job of reversing the field. They'll step up and drop it in. Lee, yeah, she got caught between bounces, and that's going to kick and go out of play, and we'll have a green throw. And I'm just waiting to see who's going to take the throw. They quickly got it in play. It was Mullen, Cat Mullen, that took the throw, and that's going to come into Mooney. See, Mooney's name's getting called a lot more here in the last few minutes, and that's not what you want if you're a Mill River fan. You don't want her to have to even see the ball and worry about making a save. But they haven't been able to mount that same offensive pressure here in the second half that they had in the first half, and that's going to be out of play. Now we'll have a white throw, because I'm sure they're going to have Bagley move up a little bit closer to midfield with 4 minutes even to go in the ball game. River up by a 3-1 score, and just 4 minutes away from heading to the state championship game with a 17-0 record, where BFA Fairfax or People's Academy awaits. I mean, boy, you talk about an intimidating foe. Those two schools there. Whoa. As Taggart. Oh, that shouldn't be a whistle. I just didn't see the foul, actually. I saw them both battling for the ball, and Taggart stepped on the ball. And again, this is a great spot on the field for the kick to go right at the net. And well, that's got good height on it. And Mooney will play it before it can take a short hop bounce. And she came out and dove on the ball. And she's seen a lot of work here in the second half. Again, I don't have my 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think there's only 5 seniors on this Mill River squad. And just makes you, again, you look at Stowe with just 1 senior on their squad, and you're looking at 2 teams that could be seeing a lot of each other over the next few years in the playoffs, as Mooney will scoop that up with 2:55 to go. Nice high kick. Gives her teammates a chance to play defense and get the possession here, and that's just what they did. Bagley will just clear it to the far side and out, as Van Patten will get there. And they found a lot more passing seams here by going to the shorter routes than they did in the first half. They're trying to go over the top. They just shortened up their passing game, Stowe did, and that really helped them able to navigate through the middle of the field a lot better. And they're trying to set that up, and boy, on the spin to the inside, that'll be cleared out of there by Hannon, and Day coming across. She's got just enough juice on it to go 5 yards further up the field, and all this time that clock ticking out there for the Minuteman. As Bland, number 9, wheeled and got the kick in, and it's going to be Hauser losing her balance. She'll go back, and yeah, looking for Kachupi to send it, and she does. So an open field, everybody back in the defensive posture. 2 minutes to go in the semifinal game. Mill River 2 minutes away from going to Virgins to play for the state title. Yeah, and I expect to see a lot more. They got to take more chances coming down the field. Lee got in front of St. Ange, and Holler there to clean up the table scraps and kick the ball up and out. And again, this is all taking time as we're down to 1:30 to go here in the second half. The Minutemen with a 5-0 win over Thetford in round 1 of the playoffs, and then in the quarterfinals, it was an ugly game, but they beat Enosburg 1-0, and here in the semis, they lead by 3-1 over what's been the Cinderella of the tournament here, the Stowe squad. Defeated Oxbow and Randolph on the road to get the invite to Mill River for today's semifinals. As Van Patten will kick it side out, and Mill River will have 1 minute left to hold on here before they'll head to the championship game. 1 minute left in this second half of play, and all 3 goals coming in the first half for the Minutemen. All 3 different scorers too, showing you that depth for Mill River. And they're going to call a foul on Osborne. That will give Stowe another chance here as they'll step into the kick and send it 30 yards down the field, and that's going to be Lee reaching up with that left leg and just plucking it out of the air and kicking it side out. Coach Chadburn's going to be getting a Gatorade bath here in just 30 seconds more to go. And that's a live ball as it came out of her hand, and that should be a whistle and an illegal throw. Oh, they're going to give her a restart. They cut her some slack here, and she'll take the throw. And Taggart on the mark will put the bump on Leach. Well, that's good defense by Taggart. Excellent job. And with the corner coming up, it's going to be irrelevant. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, and the crowd with the countdown. We're at 3, 2, 1, and the Minutemen will stay undefeated, and they will play for the state championship game as they will have a 3-1 win. And you can see the celebration on the field here at Mill River Union High School. Mackenzie Mooney with the big hugs, but again, it was Bagley that got the scoring started for the Minutemen. Kachupi and Osmer also with goals, and A nice effort by Stowe here in the second half as they regrouped and had a much better offensive showing in the second half. But that Mill River team speed, just too much to overcome. And it's going to be the 17-0 Minutemen playing for the state championship up in Virginia. So congratulations to Mill River, an excellent effort by Stowe. And you get out there, support your student athletes, and always support Munger Vision.